When the Minnesota Vikings and veteran left tackle Riley Reiff decided to consciously uncouple before the start of free agency, a lot of us thought, okay, this is it. Riley Reiff, it's been real, it's been fun, it hasn't been real fun, deuces, even though he's extremely solid in 2020. But in the back of my mind, and I mentioned this, I thought that there was a chance that they could potentially get back together. And with free agency dragging along, the Vikings haven't addressed offensive line, and Riley Reiff not really getting any sniffs either, it's starting to look potentially like the Vikings and Riley Reiff could get it back together one time for the kids. And it's similar dynamics to last training camp where Riley Reiff was given the ultimatum, hey, take a pay cut or get a cut. And his agent took a day to look around, check out the market, and he wasn't going to get in open free agency what he would even get on the Vikings on a pay cut. So he took a $5 million pay cut with $2 million in incentives and had one of the best seasons of his NFL career. Was great in pass blocking, only allowed 21 pressures and 1 sack on 567 pass blocking reps, only had 1 penalty. His 74.9 PFF pass blocking grade was 12th in the league amongst left tackles. I thought that he was solid, but he had 11.75 total in compensation in 2021, none of it guaranteed. Vikings could use that to free up cap space. It wasn't going to happen. But now you look at what's happening in free agency, where we're already firmly into legal tampering and actual free agency is open, but nothing's happening. And yeah, you look around the league, really only Trent Williams has gotten paid in terms of actual left tackles, but Riley Reiff obviously isn't getting $23.01 million per year. But you look at who is left on the table. Russell Okung's hanging out there. Eric Fisher was cut by the Chiefs. He's got upside and being only 30 years old. Alejandro Villanueva, if they want to go the veteran route, as well as Riley Reiff. So Riley Reiff is going to have some competition out there. Plus, you look at the draft class, this potentially is one of the better left tackle classes in a hot second. Penny Sewell obviously at the top, but then you got Darisaw and Slater, Dylan Radunz from NDSU, Tevin Jenkins can move from right tackle to left tackle, Sam Cosmi is out there, Jalen Mayfield, the redshirt sophomore, could play left tackle, Alex Leatherwood, James Hudson's an intriguing option, even though he only played 1 season left tackle, former defensive tackle for the Michigan Wolverines, Liam Eichenberg, Brady Christensen, Wheeler Walker Little Jr. So if you're a team out there that needs a left tackle, say you are the Colts, say you are the Steelers, say you're the Chargers, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to pay Riley Reiff 8, 9, 10, 11 million per year? Or do you want to go with another option? Do you want to bring Eric Fisher aboard, former Super Bowl champion, former Kansas City Chief? Do you want to bring Russell Okung, give him another shot, a former Carolina Panther, or Alejandro Villanueva? Or do you want to wait for the draft? Because if you're the Chargers at 13, you easily could slide in Rashawn Slater or Christian Darisaw. If you're the Colts a little bit later on, you could easily slide in Tevin Jenkins or Radunz or Cosmi. Same thing with the Steelers. So I think that Riley Reiff might be stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, where he got cut, refused the pay cut, refused the restructure, and then hit the open market. And it's not liking what he's seeing so far. So I think that there still is a chance. I wouldn't put it as a high chance, maybe like a 20% chance that the Vikings and Riley Reiff work something out and get it back together. And if they do bring it back, I don't think it's guaranteed that Reiff will remain at left tackle. It may be a spot where Ezra Cleveland moves to left tackle and potentially Riley Reiff kicks inside to one of the guard spots at a significant pay cut, probably a 1-year deal, try and just put together another solid season of football, and then maybe he gets paid in free agency next time around. But we've seen it twice. Like, if Riley Reiff was going to be in high demand or was going to hit big time money, he would have got it Monday, a start of legal tampering. But as time goes along, as days tick by, as more guys are off the board, as more money is spent, and we inch closer to the draft, especially as some of these other guys have their pro days and they blow up and get inside the consciousness of some of the scouts and decision makers, Reiff may have nowhere to turn. So I would welcome Riley Reiff back. I would, but it's got to be dirt cheap. I would say maybe $5-6 million a year if he's going to play guard. But also, I would keep my options open for a true guard, like a Gabe Jackson or a Trey Turner or an Ethan Posich or Austin Blythe or whatever. But it's whatever. You could do a lot worse than Riley Reiff, and the Vikings certainly have before. I would welcome the Hawkeye back, but again, cheap. On the cheap, and that's the true. Be your thoughts. Vikings, Riley Reiff. Maybe they can run it back. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.